Hi there, welcome back to the channel. I'm just going to do a quick spread here. I don't have my music on today. I usually get messages through music. And I'm just realizing that I didn't turn the music on, but they're almost just like there's something in just the natural sounds, the music of the universe that we're supposed to be listening to. So right now, what I hear most of all is my fan, just the steady, and it's oscillating right now. So like the steadiness of that, but it's also like this, as it turns towards me, I hear it gets louder, and as it turns away, it gets a little bit less. So it's like that ebb and flow almost of the sound. And then it gets to be this crescendo almost, and then it ebbs. Something that you need to understand about the ebb and flow of things and energy of relationships and this need for consistency in order to feel safe. That's what I'm hearing. It's almost like things are always changing. So I almost feel like that crescendo that I was hearing, this like flow, is the state of change. And then we go into this ebb as the things start to fall into place. And then another change happens. And then we adapt and adjust. Things are always changing. They can't stay the same. It's learning to listen to that state of change. It's like you're in the process of listening to the state of change. Sometimes you have to be still to just notice where things are changing, or notice that things are changing. And then sit with like what comes up with that. There's a little bit of fear and anxiety sometimes as things are changing. I also hear a truck outside too. It sounds like a construction truck or something like that. Things are always progressing and changing. Okay, so maybe that there's a little bit of fear right here, right now, or this a feeling of imbalance. Can't make this up. Things are changing. There's a pattern that's changing. It feels like sometimes this is about fate and karma and things like that. It feels like you're shifting onto a new timeline. But as you do, there's kind of like this void area in between as it shifts to this new thing. That's the current energy. It's like really in the middle of this like cosmic force of change. It's the number 10 card too. So when you shift from an ending to a beginning, it seems like it might be that same moment in time that as things end, a new thing is beginning. And maybe so, but they're showing it to me as if there's almost like this space in between there, the space between. Now I'm hearing Dave Matthews' song, The Space Between. There's processing that has to happen, but it's like as that closes out, another thing is in the process of developing. You're sitting in a void time period right now. Yeah, and you're wanting to move things forward. You're wanting things to move forward. Things actually are moving forward, but you're wanting them to move forward faster than what they are. I don't think that you realize you're in this lull time period. There is something that you're supposed to be like sitting still and noticing. As I was like fixing my hair a minute ago, 444 in my recording. I was noticing my tattoo right here that says Kairos, which is like this time outside of time too. I feel like this space of as it's like this ebb. There's real possibility for creation and sitting still, deciding what you want, not just waiting for this new thing to come in. I think some of you are resisting an ending. Once you embrace that, it's like you get to sit still and you're just like, this is like a place of acceptance. I feel like you're getting you're in a place of acceptance. Accepting that this ending was necessary. It is necessary. It is happening. There's no stopping it. Because focusing on it or trying to stop it creates resistance against this new thing moving in, and it is going to move in. But you miss the opportunity to decide and send energy towards, okay, what do I want this new thing to look like then? If a relationship is ending over here, instead of resisting it or holding on for dear life, just sitting with the knowledge that it could be that it's not that the entire relationship is ending, but it could be that you say, this isn't working for me. And it shifts into the thing that does work for you, whether it's with them or with somebody else. It could be with them. But deciding how you want it to look, how you want it to move forward, or the fact that you do want it to move forward, is accepting what it is, accepting that you are not in alignment with that anymore, and deciding and declaring, this is what I want it to look like. So you're sitting in that void time period. It's like the future is waiting for you to dictate what it's supposed to do. Otherwise, it just will continue. It will flow based off of the information you're feeding it from your subconscious energy. So your future will be created. If you hold on for dear life over here, your future is being created with a new relationship. The universe is going to force this one to crumble. It's going to bring in a new relationship that still makes you hold on for dear life. It just reflects that energy of where you are when you come into a place of acceptance. It's almost like there's someone new coming in that accepts you as you are. And is ready to grow. There's something that you're ready for right now, but you have to come into acceptance it's like you have to accept that into your life. What it is that you really want. What is it that you really want? What kind of relationship do you really want? What kind of treatment do you really want? It's like you have to decide that, or the universe is just going to bring you the next cycle, the next karmic, the same cycle over and over and over again. You're getting ready to start a new cycle. You get to decide if it is a repeat of that old cycle or not. It feels to me like someone has come back around, or the same conversation has come back around again, and you get to approach it a little bit differently to decide what it is that you want. I'm just listening to the fan again. As things come to this crescendo, there is a ripe opportunity for change, for something to change. Now is the time. But you have to decide what that looks like and how that changes, what you deserve, what you want. It's like the time to declare what it is that you want. You're wanting things to move forward faster than they're able to. And it could be that the things that you want are more than what this other person can give you. And so you hold back on what you want, but then you try to rush this or you try to force this. Because the things that you want are legit. You have a right to create your life. You have a right But you also, so you can send out the energy of what it is that you want. And then prepare yourself. There is some prep work that needs to happen in this place of acceptance, in this 0 point, in this void, the ebb, to prepare for the flow. Putting your energy where it's supposed to go, where it is more effective. You're putting too much energy into trying to get what you want from here, instead of putting the energy towards where it is reflected back to you, where there is flow. Because the ebb time period where you are transitioning or you sit still feels very uncomfortable. You don't like to sit still and you want to keep moving, keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. You don't like it when things are quiet or when things sit still. I feel like that's how my daughter is. She can't stand when there's a lull in the conversation, even when we're in the middle of eating. 11:11 on my recording. That space has to be filled with some sort of noise, some sort of sound, some sort of conversation. It's like I've got to have music on at all times. Sometimes silence is musical. Sometimes sitting still is movement. Just listening. So now I hear all of this ringing. I hear that high-pitched ringing in my ears. And I didn't hear it while I was talking. I didn't hear it until I sat still. And what I sense is Archangel Gabriel, God's messenger. What is he saying? What is the message directly from Gabriel? All I'm hearing is be quiet. Don't say anything. Let the silence speak. Five of Cups in reverse and this Page of Wands. This Page of Wands, this youthfulness feels really good. It's like saying this it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. Seeing like movement is not a bad thing. And I said sitting still is also moving. In your sitting still, there's something about action and movement that makes you uncomfortable. But it's manifesting itself in the opposite way. It's like, I just have to keep moving. I have to keep moving. I have to keep moving. I want things to move forward faster. I want them to move forward. But it's almost like you're spinning your wheels because there's something in you that doesn't want it to move forward, that doesn't know how to move forward, or movement, you don't like movement. That's coming from I just heard a youthful place. So somewhere in your youth could be that, you literally moved homes and it was traumatic for you or something like that. But so sit still and just listen to where that's coming from. You're trying to really push yourself forward, move things, push things forward. But there's something in you that's actually not ready to move forward because you're scared of movement. Oh, because when you did, you were like forced to do something, to move, you were forced to do before you were ready, before the time was right. And so it was like this, it created this lack. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Empress is on the bottom of the deck. Really getting grounded, really sitting with the flow of life, the ebb and flow. When things start to move, when you feel the momentum of something, when someone has an idea, when you have an idea, when you connect with the right people, when you just go with it, let it flow, keep moving. And then there will be time periods where that energy is going to ebb. And so that's when you recoup, when you detox, when you take time to regroup. When things start to shift, when they start to grow. I think they're just really wanting you to get in touch with the cycles of life. The Empress, too, I'm seeing. It's like squirrels that are preparing for winter right now. They understand the flow and the ebb. So they're getting ready to go into an ebb state. They can feel it coming. And so they've got all this movement. They're all working together. They're all preparing. They're getting ready. They're creating action. They're doing all of these things in order to prepare for this state of hibernation and ebb. So it's like they want you to sit still and listen to the cycle of the earth, listen to the spirit of the earth, listen to what it is telling you about your next steps. It's trying to help you understand how it is that you're supposed to be moving forward right now. You're supposed to be preparing for something, this future timeline coming in. You're supposed to be preparing for it, but you have to sit still and accept where you are, regroup, and send energy towards that intention, towards that new timeline coming in. There is a new person coming in, okay? All right, that's all I got.